We'll begin the ceremony today by performing Achman. So, Achman is a way of purification by mantra and by touching water. And the mantra that we'll chant says that whatever state we're in now, pure or impure, we become purified by remembering the lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead. As Krishna is all pure. Sapare gach shukram akayam avranam ashnaviram shudham apapavidham kavir manishi paribu swayambura yatat yat yator tan vyaradashasvatibhya samabhya. The Sri Upanishad mentions how the Supreme Personality of Godhead purifies everyone he comes in contact with, just the way the sun purifies everything and is never contaminated. So if we remember Krishna throughout our lives, then we'll always be in a pure state. When we forget Krishna, then immediately Maya is there to capture us. So today we're entering into this vow with Krishna to always remember him. Please repeat after me. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sabhabhya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. And now take the spoon in your left hand and put water in the palm of your right. And into the water in your palm say, Om Keshavaya Namaha. And sip. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om. Repeat, please. Say, Om. Could everyone be a little more enthusiastic? Om. Apavitra. Pavitrova. Sarvavastan. Katopiva. Yasmare. Pundarikaksham. Sabhabhya. Abhyantara. Shuchihi, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. Same thing again. Put water in your right hand. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. One more time. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sabhabhya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. And now, please turn your attention to the Jumbotron. We'll be singing the Sri Brahma Samhita. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sakchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Chintamani Prakoda Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabira Pipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venung Kwanantam Aravindam Dalaya Chaksham Bharhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Alola Chandra Kala Sadvana Malya Vamshi Ratnanganam Pranayakeli Kalavilasham Shamantri Bangalalitam Yata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Angani Yassa Sakalendriya Vritti Manti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sudujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Advaitam Achutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayauvanam Cha Vedesha Madhulamam Bhaktau Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sambragamyo Vayodatapi Manaso Munipungavanam Sopyastiya Prapadasindya Vichintya Tatve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ekopya Saura Charitum Jagananda Kotim Yachakti Rasti Jagadanda Chayaya Danta Andantarasta Panamanu Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Hatbhava Bhavi Tadiyo Manujasta Taiva Samprapya Rupamah Shanayana Bhusha Suktedhyameva Nagama Pratitaistu Vanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitabhis Tabir Eva Nijarupataya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Premanjana Chudita Bhakti Vilochanena Santaksa Deva Hridayeshi Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ramadi Muti Shikalani Amena Tishtan Nanavatarama Karo Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samababat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yasya Prabha Prabhapato Jagadanda Koti Koti Shashesha Vasudadi Vibhuti Pindam Tad Brahma Nishkalamanantamashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Maya Hiyasya Jagadanda Shitani Sute Trigunya Tad Vishaya Veda Vitayamana Sattva Valambi Parasattvam Vishuddha Sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ananda Chinmaya Rasat Matayamanasu Ya Praninam Pratipalam Smarutam Upetya Lilayatenu Bhuvanani Jayatya Jastram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Golokanamni Nijadamni Taleta Tasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Te Papa Vihitascha Yena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Jishiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Viparti Turga Ichchanu Rupamapi Yasya Tetesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Shiram Yatara Rabikara Vishesha Yogat Sanjayate Nahitata Pratagasti Heto Yasham Bhutam Apitata Samupaiti Karyad Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Deeparcha eva hita shantanamabhyapetya. Deepayate vravata hetu samana dharma. Yastadrage vihicha vishnucha yavipati. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yakaranarnavajale bhajati sma yoga. Nidramananta jagadanda saroma kupaha. Arara shaktim abalamya param smamurtim. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yasyaika nishrisita kalamatavalamya. Jivanti loma vilajaja kadandanata. Vishnur mahansahi yasya kalabhishesho. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Basmanyatashma sakaleshnu nijeshu teja. Swiyam kiya prakatayata vitadvadatra. Brahmaya esha jagadanda vidhana karta. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yatpada pallavayugam vinidaya kumbha. Vande pranama samaye saganadi raja. Vignan vidhantum alamasya jagatrayasya. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Agnir mahi ganganamam murudishascha. Kalastatatma manasiti jagatrayani. Yasmad bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti yamcha. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yakshakshiresha sapita sakalagrahanam. Raja samasta suramurti rashesha teja. Yasyagnaya brahmati samvrata kala chakro. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Dharmo tapapa nichayashita yastapamsi. Brahmadi kita patagaba dayascha jiva. Yadatra matra vibhapa prakata prabhava. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yastvindra gopamatavendra mahosa karma. Bandharu rupa palabhajana matanoti. Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi bhiti. Vatsalya moha guru gaurava seva bhavai. Santintya tassa sadrishim tanumapurete. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Sriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataravo. Druma Bhamishintamani Ganamayi Toyamamratam. Kataganam Natyam Kamanamapi Vamshi Prayasaki. Chidanandam Jyoti Paramapi Taraswadyam Apicha. Sayatra Shiradhi Sravati Surabhipyasya Sumahan. Nimeshardhyakyo Vavrachati Nahiyatrapi Samayaha. Vaje Shweta Dvipam Tamaham Yaha Kolokamitiyam. Virantaste Shantakshiti Viralachara Katipaye. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sakchit Ananda Vigraha. Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Iti Sri Brahma Sanghita Sampurnam. Hari Om. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadahmayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Parakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vidham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvatutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande Haribol. I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who has embodied the teachings of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Kirata Hunandra Pulinda Pulkasha Abhira Shumba Yavana Kasaraya, Yene Chapapa Yarapashraya Shaya, Shujyanti Tasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha, which is that Shukadeva Goswami says, let everyone from any part of the world come to pure devotional service through the power of the Vaishnavas. The power of Vishnu, which is flowing through the Vaishnavas. So we're following the Acharya Sampradaya, the great devotees who are fully dedicated to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By following in their footsteps, then we are also vested with the same power by their mercy to pass on the same mantras to those who desire to go back home, back to Godhead. This is called parampara, a system that Krishna mentions in the Bhagavad Gita himself that is meant to extend his mercy to all the living beings in the material world. As is mentioned by the demigods who are praying to Lord Krishna within the womb, when he's about to appear, Swayambhu Jaksha Kila Satvadamni Samadhina Veshit Chetasaike Twat Padapotena Mahakritena Kurvanti Kovatsa Padam Bababdim. And that is that the purpose of the human being is to give his full consciousness to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one-pointedly. This is also mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Tasmade Kena Manasa Bhagavan Sattvatam Bhati Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Dhyaya Pujascha Nityada. It's a verse that says, therefore, because we're meant to come to Krishna, we're meant to use the human form of life to develop love for God, therefore, Tasmade Kena Manasa, one must one-pointedly worship Krishna, think of Krishna. Swayambhujaksha kila satvadami samadhina deshita chetasaike. One's chitta should be fully engaged in Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Ananyas chintayantamam yejana paribhasate Tesham nityabdyuktanam yogakshemam mahamyaham. For those who are thus absorbed, I take care of their affairs because they're doing what they have to do, what they need to do, only thing they're required to do. So I personally, Vahami, care for them whatever they lack, and I preserve whatever they have. So Bhagavatam instructs us to do what you're all doing today. Some of you are accepting the Harinam initiation, others are taking the mantra diksha, taking the mantras that have been passed down through our disciplic succession from one acharya to the next. And then you'll also chant those mantras and then be able to refine your appreciation for Krishna, the personality of Godhead. Tvat-pada potena mahatkritena means that if we take shelter of the Mahat, that is the great acharyas, then Tvat-pada potena mahatkritena kurvanti govatsa padam babdim. Bhava, which is this material world, it's an ocean, which is very difficult to overcome. Most oceans are. Even the famous, infamous voyage of the Titanic, everyone thought, no problem. We've developed such technology that we're impervious to the perils of the ocean, but they crashed and most people drowned on the first voyage. This material world's perilous. But if one takes shelter of Krishna and the Vaishnavas, the great acharyas who are carrying the message of Krishna, Tvat-pada potena mahatkritena, and follows their activities. If you follow the activities, tat karma pravartanat, there are various activities prescribed by the great acharyas. And this means Tvat-pada potena mahatkritena. If you do those things, even if you're not a great Mahatma, you may not be a great acharya, then Bhagavatam says, Bejure muneyo tagre bhagavantam adhoksajam sattvam vishudham shemaya kalpante ye ntaniha. Which means that previously the great sages, Bejure, they worship, Bejure muneyo, the munis, ta agre, previously they did this. Bhagavantam adhoksajam, they worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, adhoksaja, nobody else, because he's completely beyond the three modes of material nature. Sattvam vishuddham shemaya. Shemaya means they were able to attain the highest benefit. And they knew this is where you attain the highest benefit, by worshiping Vishnu, who's beyond the modes of material nature. Kalpante ye nutaniha. Anutaniha means if you follow them, even if you're not a great muni, but if you just try to follow in their footsteps, and that's what you're doing today, we're taking what's been passed down by our acharya, who said, chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles, try to spread the Krishna conscious movement. And because you're following the Mahat, therefore, you, Kalpante, become eligible to go back to Godhead, and you attain the same destination as those great acharyas, the great munis, because you're following them. So, Tvat-pada potena mahatkritena kurvanti kuvata padam bababdim also poetically puts it that the ocean, which is impossible to cross for anyone, if they follow these great acharyas, as you're doing today, by taking these vows, then what happens is the ocean itself shrinks down. And how small does it get? About that big, because that's the size of the hoof print of a calf. And then if there's a little light rain and that little depression made in the mud by a little calf hoof fills up with a little rainwater, that's how big the ocean becomes when you take shelter of the great acharyas. Everyone say, Haribo. The way we have been prescribed to take shelter of the great acharyas is to follow the process of chanting Hare Krishna. This is our main means of conquest. Kalim sabhaja yantyarya gunagyasara bhagina Yatra sankirtanenaiva sarvaswarto bilabhyate. In fact, Karabhajana Muni says in the Srimad Bhagavatam that those who are sarvaswarto bilabhyate, they know the essence of life. They know what's important. They say, Kalim sabha jayantyarya gunagya sarbhagina. Kali Yuga is a worshipable age. It's the best age. Everyone else says, oh, too bad, it's Kali Yuga. But those who know, Karabhajana Muni, what's what, they say, we're so lucky, right Yuga, right place at the right time. Because in Kali Yuga, Kalim sabha jayantyarya, the Aryas, those who are advanced, they know Gunagya sarabhagina. They know Yatra sankirtanenaiva sarvaswarto bilabhyate. All your artas, all your desires, everything you need, you can attain in Kali Yuga perfectly. How? By sankirtan, by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Haribol. And what is the holy name? The holy name is Krishna. And throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam, the holy name and the chanting of the holy name is glorified, from the very beginning to the very end. Etan nirvidyamananam ichatam akutobayam yoginam nripanirnitam harer namanu kirtanam. Means, Shukadeva Goswami says, and it means that it's already been settled. All the great acharyas have already settled this up. You don't have to worry about it. It's already been determined that the best way to attain perfection in this lifetime is by chanting Hare Krishna. Etan nirvidyamananam ichatam akodom. It's fearless. It fulfills all desires. And if you're a king, if you're a pauper, if you're just an ordinary person from a farm in Iowa or Saskatchewan, Saskatoon, where the water freezes if you throw up a bucket of water in the winter and it freezes before it hits the ground. If that's where you're from, even you, by chanting Hare Krishna, by the mercy of the holy name, can attain complete perfection. And Shukadeva Goswami ends the Bhagavatam by glorifying Sankirtan as the prime means to attain perfection in the age of Kali Yuga. So you're taking vows today, those who are taking the Harinam initiation, and those who are taking the vows for mantra diksha. These mantras are also filled with the holy names. And they're all esoteric mantras meant for us to express our heart's desire, to offer our heart to Krishna as we chant these mantras. For anyone who does this, pranaya rasanaya dhritangri padma, this is the means, says the Srimad Bhagavatam, by which we can tie Krishna up. This is what it says. Vrishrijati hridanyam na yastyas sakshad darirabashat abhihito pyagoganasha. Krishna is so kind that through his holy name, he's inclined to take away all sinful reactions, even if they're a big mountain, a horrible, ugly mountain of sins. Means pyagoga, oga, uga, ugra, horrible sins, nasha. He takes them all away. From whom? Even if somebody unintentionally says Hare Krishna. They accidentally say it. Excuse me, Hare Krishna, could you get out of the way? Hare Krishna, you can't do that here. Hare Krishna, where's your hair? What happened to your hair? Anything they say. The Bhagavatam is recognizing that this happens. Vrishrijati hridayam niyasya sakshad, because Krishna is directly within the heart, and he's directly manifest in the holy name. Dharir avishat. Hari is there. And therefore, he's inclined to remove all the sinful reactions of someone who accidentally says Hare Krishna. Therefore, pranaya rasanaya dhritangri padma. If someone chants with love, pranaya, then such a person ties Krishna's lotus feet with the rope of that love. Pranaya rasanaya drujangi padma sabhavati bhagavata pradhana ukta. That's the most advanced person who has become so involved in chanting the holy name of the Lord that they tie up Krishna. Krishna won't leave their heart because he's so indebted to the person for chanting Hare Krishna. So is it a good idea to make a vow to chant Hare Krishna? Yes. Because it protects us from ourselves, our misguided minds. It protects us from the senses and what they want to do. And we make this our prime activity by making a vow that every day, without fail, for the rest of my life, I'll chant at least 16 rounds a day. So the power of the holy name is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, especially in the 6th canto, Poshanam. How is it the devotees are protected? Shukadeva Goswami tells a story that he heard from great sages. And it's about Ajamil. Ajamil had the strength of dharma and jnana. He was raised as a dutiful brahmana. But just as the sun and moon can be eclipsed by a low planet like Rahu, his power of jnana and his power of dharma was eclipsed by lust, and he was swept away. And this can happen easily to anyone. However, in the story of Ajamil, we know that by his calling for his son innocently, Narayan, please come help me, Krishna took away all his sinful reactions, and by Namabhasa, the light of the holy name, before the holy name appears, just like the sun, before the sun globe appears, the light of the sun appears. Just by once chanting Narayan with a sense of helplessness, he wasn't calling out to be rescued by Krishna, he was just calling his son innocently. And because of that one utterance, all his sinful reactions were burned up completely. And he was saved. And this shows Shukadeva Goswami is the difference between the power of jnana and the power of dharma, following one's duty in this world. One can easily fall down from these. But by the power of the holy name, one is protected. This is Poshanam. One's nourished and protected by the holy name. So taking the vow to chant Hare Krishna, it's not just a good idea, it's absolutely essential. Otherwise, we'll be devoured by our minds and our senses. It's impossible, even for the most dutiful and dharmic in the world, to withstand the power of the material nature. Yet pada pankacha palasa vilasya bhakta karmashrayam gratitam ugratayanti santa tadvanna rikta matayo yatayo pirudha shroto ganastam aranam vajabasudevam. Those who don't have the holy name, they don't have Krishna in their mind and heart, they're washed away easily by the power of the material nature. So the only way to be protected is by chanting the holy names and calling out to Krishna. And our objective is not just to be saved from the material nature, but it's to develop the ultimate goal of life, or to reach the ultimate goal of life. Prema Pumarto Mahan. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written in the Sharanagati, in his last song, that the holy name personified takes him by the hand and leads him to Goloka Vrindavan. And there he introduces him to his relationship with Krishna. Vacham vachakam ityudeti bhavato nama swarupadvayam. Everyone says Krishna and his name are non-different. Is it true? Yes. Namachintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukto Abhinatvam Nama Namino. There's no difference between Krishna and his name. But then Rupa Goswami says, oh yes there is. There's a difference. Vacham vachakam, the name and the names are different, he says. Vacham vachakam iti deti bhavato nama surupa dvayam. Dvayam, they're different. Why? Because the holy name is more merciful than Krishna. It's Krishna himself, but in his holy name he's so merciful that we may separate ourselves from Krishna, come into the material world and want to have nothing to do with him. And then we're walking down the street near the Dufferin Mall, and all of a sudden we hear, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And there's the holy name following us as we go to the store to buy a bottle of cough syrup. And therefore, he says, the holy name follows us wherever we go, to the darkest regions of the material world, and captures us again. And if we just sincerely, he says, try to chant the holy name, then we'll be plunged back into the ocean of bliss. We can enter back in the spiritual world. Krishna and his personified holy name will take us by the hand back to Goloka Vrindavan, especially since we're receiving this name through the disciplic succession coming from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is Prem Sankirtan. It's infused with the special mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Vrindavan mood. So when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, as we've received it from Srila Prabhupada, he's following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we're receiving that same name. That name will take us back to Goloka Vrindavan. Now, for those of you who are taking the second initiation today, this is rightly done. Someone may ask, so what is the need to take second initiation? In fact, what's the need to take first initiation? After all, the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita confirms, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself confirms that the holy name doesn't wait for initiation. However, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in the very commentary on Ajamil says that if you can receive the Hare Krishna Mahamantra from a devotee who's present on the planet and you neglect it, you say, that's okay, I'm good. Like everyone says to us when we say, here, take a look at this, and they go, no, I'm fine. He says, you're committing the third offense before you even start, which is to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. And he quotes, Nrideham adyam sulabam sadulabam plavam sukalpam guru karnavaram mayana kulyena nabasviteritam bhuman virajeta bhuman pashugnat. He says that human life, you have a boat. And for the boat to cross the ocean, you have to have a captain. So he says that proves that you have to have a captain to cross the ocean. You have to accept the spiritual master. So if you take the holy name from a spiritual master, Haridas Thakur confirms in the Harinam Chintamani, then you're connected to the disciplic succession, and you also get the mood of that disciplic succession. And by chanting the holy name, then you can come to the point of prema. So it's important to take first initiation, to accept the holy name from a devotee, who's received it from a devotee, who's received it from a devotee. That's the parampara. And it's like a mango being passed down from one person to the next. But what about second initiation? Isn't the holy name complete? Well, yes, it is. But are you complete? Someone may say, whatever happened to just chant Hare Krishna? What about that? Just chant Hare Krishna. Everything's contained within that. That's true. And we've already quoted verses to prove it. However, we're not complete. In the age of Kali Yuga, we're so contaminated by the age itself that we require some rectification. And this rectification comes through what's called Panchachiki Vidhi. This is an abbreviated process of contacting the Supreme Personality of Godhead, abbreviated from the Vedic process, which is not accessible in this age. Unless you grew up on some far-flung village where there's still a Vedic system and you learn all the Vedas and you're able to practice complete celibacy and live in in the ashram of the Guru from the early days. It's not available in the age of Kali. So the Pancharatric Vidhi is available to us. And through following this Vidhi, these rules and regulations, particularly of deity worship, meaning you're living your life around the schedule of the deity. Even if you live at home, your house belongs to the deity, you're performing your activities based on the pleasure of the deity. You come to the temple, ring the bell, you offer obeisances. And then you also enter into the process of deity worship. So you can touch the deity. You can offer the deity various articles. From that process, our senses remain pure enough so that we can chant Hare Krishna without offense. Otherwise, as we're chanting Hare Krishna, we may be committing the 10 offenses, and in that case, we won't get the effect of chanting Hare Krishna, that is, to attain prema. Therefore, Jiva Goswami and other acharyas say that the chanting of Hare Krishna and the Harinam initiation, along with the Pancharatric Vidhi process, and which requires initiation to enter it, run like 2 tracks on which the train runs smoothly and take you back home, back to Godhead. And it's described that the second initiation is like an alchemical process through which a regular metal like iron can be turned into gold. Through the vidhi, through the process of accepting this initiation, through the disciplic succession, an ordinary person turns into a Vaishnav, who's automatically a Brahmana. And divyam jnanam yato dadyat kuryat papasya sankshayam tasmat dikshe tisa prokta deshikais tatvakovidai. The Kovidas, the learned people, say that this process of diksha, mantra diksha, destroys all previous sinful activities and opens your path wide so that you can go back home, back to Godhead. So this is a summary of why we're doing this today. And I always find that initiation ceremonies are particularly inspiring because when we hear anybody make vows, everyone stops and says, wait, what? You're actually going to do this? Because people think about doing things a lot in this world. Husband comes home, wife comes home. Husband said, I thought about cooking your dinner tonight. Did you do it? No, but I thought about it. Several times I thought, and then my favorite show was on, so I didn't get around to it. That doesn't count. In fact, it's even worse, right? Some people almost do things, but when somebody actually enters into a vow to chant Hare Krishna and says, I'm doing this, they prepare for it. All of you have been preparing, aspiring to come to this point of initiation where you can say, before Krishna, before your Guru, before all the Vaishnavas, before the great Acharya Srila Prabhupada, that I'm in this all the way, and I'm making a vow that I'm going to chant Hare Krishna every day, minimum 16 rounds. I'm going to do my Gayatri mantra also now. I'm going to stay clean, honest, pure for the rest of my life. Then the whole world moves. So we congratulate all of you for taking this step. Let's please give them a congratulations. With that, we're going to recognize the devotees who have come here today. And we have, how are you all doing? You're sitting there a long time. Just stand up for a minute. Is it all right? You want to please stand up just for a minute so you can be comfortable when you sit back down again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So, how should we do this? Have them, we'll do the second initiates first? That's what I said. Okay. Okay. Right here. Prabhu, can you move this up? First of all, we're going to recognize those who are taking second initiation called Mantra Diksha. And speaking on their behalf, just so we can recognize who they are and appreciate their attitude in Krishna consciousness. We have Srinath Prabhu, who will be speaking about Dangati, who's taking her mantra diksha today. So Srinath Prabhu, if you'll say a few words. What? What? How come he's not on here then? Oh, you put in a different one.
Respected His Grace Vaisesika Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas and all the Vaishnavis, on this occasion of this initiation ceremony, on behalf of ISKCON Milton and on behalf of all the management and all the congregation members of ISKCON Milton, we wish you a very happy journey in your spiritual life, and we are very, very grateful to His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu. We are very, very grateful to all the Vaishnavas who are present here, and we hope that your spiritual journey from now and on, you are in the army of Srila Prabhupada, and we wish you all the best in your spiritual life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Dangati, please come up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Here is a certificate recognizing that you've taken mantra diksha on this day in front of the Vaishnavas, in front of Radhakirti Gopinath, Srila Prabhupada, and you've received blessings from Srinath Prabhu and everybody present here. So everyone present here, please give your blessings to her that she may remain strong in her vows, may be fully focused on worshiping Krishna and avoid all kinds of distractions in this world so she can feel peaceful at heart enough to give Krishna consciousness to everybody she meets with great vigor and empowerment. Everyone who agrees with this idea, please say Hare Krishna really loudly.
Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And now we have Kamalakanta Acharya Prabhu and Ma Bhagavat Prabhu, who's a mentor to many, will speak about him. Haribol.
Thank you, dear Vaisesika Prabhu, and thank you, Kamalakanta Acharya Prabhu, for coming this far. One thing I can say about you is that you are heartbreakingly sincere in your attempt to be a Vaishnava. And this is a wonderful, amazing quality. And I can say that in following the instructions of your Guru Maharaj, you have done the work, all the hard work, all the difficult work that needs to be done to follow your Guru Maharaj seriously and sincerely. So on this auspicious day, I'm begging mercy from Shri Radha Kirchur Gopinath, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Devi, Gaur Nitai and Srila Prabhupada that you may continue to follow and represent your Guru Maharaj purely, ever, henceforth. Hare Krishna.
Haribol! Please come up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He's received his mantras earlier when the sun was coming up, and now I'm giving this thread, which is actually to prove one thing and one thing only, and that is when you become a Vaishnav, you're automatically a Brahmin. Brahmanism is included in Vaishnavism. Ladies, you can be really thankful we don't burden you with a thread. It's one of the very difficult things to deal with in life. Kamalakanta Prabhu, thank you for making steady progress in devotional service. You put your heart into everything, and we're going to ask you to please continue with your glorious path back home, back to Godhead. Here's your certificate, and here are the mantras, which you've already heard into your right ear, and you can chant those 3 times a day and meditate deeply on Krishna. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Gaunitai, Shri Shri Gaunitai, Shri Shri Radhakirchor Gopinath Jagannath Baladev Subhadri. If you so desire, please bless Kamalakanta Acharya Prabhu that he'll always remain heartbreakingly sincere in his attempt to become a Vaishnava devotee of the Lord. Thank you for considering our requests. Everyone who agrees with this prayer in whole or in part, please say Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we are gladdened to welcome Pavitra Renu here. You could stay there for just a second. Oh, you can come up. Because she's a frontline preacher all the way out in Rochester, where there's a fertile ground for preaching, and she's held that space for new people to come in and become Krishna conscious. Great warrior. So one of the ways in which Prabhupada described second initiation is as a promotion, because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is like a big corporation, albeit a spiritual one. And you can start in the mailroom and work all the way up to the top. The best way to work your way up is by preaching. Go out and teach others Krishna consciousness, and very quickly you get promoted. Bhagavat Prabhu is a mentor, as I said, to many. Thank you for all you do, Prabhu. Would you please say a few words about Pavitra Renu?
Thank you, Prabhu. Mother Pavitra Renu, I remember the first time we met in Rochester at the apartment of Sriman Sanjay, and you arrived the previous night with a beautiful and gigantic Tulsi Devi to create the auspicious environment for our deities that we were traveling with at the time. And the following morning, when I said that we need to cook breakfast for the Lord, you showed up at 3:30 a.m., having completed all your 16 rounds of chanting, ready to cook for the Lord, because we were going out on Sankirtan and it was a busy morning that day. And at that time, I remember thinking that here's a Brahmana right here, and I'm very happy to see that this natural progression is there, and I'm praying that you may find all empowerment at the lotus feet of your spiritual master, that you may continue to spread the Hare Krishna movement in Rochester and surrounding areas and all over the world. Why not? So I pray that you may go together. I know that your family is joining you later today, but you have done an amazing job raising those children and taking care of your husband, and just an ideal grahastha behavior. So I pray that this may continue and that you may spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Haribo! Prabhu Charain and Devi Dasi, on this day, I'm giving you the certificate, and you've received your mantras earlier. Now we pray for the mercy of all the previous acharyas. They may always empower you to go deeply within these mantras and also give you the wherewithal to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Everyone who agrees with this request, in whole or in part, please say Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, now for those of you who are getting Harinam initiation, if you're in Mayapur or if you're here in New Ramuna Dham, please have somebody put your neck beads on.
Hold this.
Do you have neck beads? Otherwise, also ornamenting our initiation ceremony today is Punya Shravana Prabhu, a stalwart in Krishna consciousness. He's sitting right in the center, for those of you who don't know. He's sitting right in the center. He's been steadfastly following the process of Krishna consciousness since his initiation during the pandemic or a time when you weren't able to sit for the fire yajna. So today, he's sitting in for this yajna. Let's welcome him to the ceremony. Now these neck beads are important because this is a sign that we're identifying ourselves as Vaishnavas. We have what's called a sadhaka deha. We no longer have a material body when we enter into the process of devotional service. Diksha Kali, Bhakta Kari Atma Samarpan, Shai Kali, Krishna Tari, Tari Atma Sam. Krishna says, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted Krishna saying, that when, at the time of initiation, you're no longer in this material world, but Krishna says, I accept you in the same category as myself. We may not have our Swarup Deha or Swarup Siddhi, perfect spiritual body. We may still notice that we're in what appears to be a material body, but it's no longer a material body. It's a sadhaka deha. It's only being used to transport you back home, back to Godhead. So you wear those beads to show that you have a guru. 3 strands means you're initiated. 2 strands means you're aspiring for initiation. So yes. If you've noticed a special quality about today's ceremony, which is that you feel exhilarated just by sitting here, and there's something special in the air, it's because Seema and Tarun Deep are coming to us from Mayapur Dham. And as is mentioned by Rupa Goswami, Krishna Bhakti Ras Bhavitomati Kriyatam Yadi Kritopi Labhyate Tatalolyam Api Mulyam Ekalam Janma Koti Sukritirna Labhyate. There's one price to pay for bhakti, and that is you have to be eager for it. More than eager, you have to be greedy. You have to have this sense that I'll do anything to get it. And he goes on to say, if it's available somewhere, run, don't walk. If you have to start a stampede, no problem. Go there, get it. So there in Mayapur, Now we're here doing the initiation. It's their time for initiation, but they're far away. But they couldn't wait. They didn't want to wait, and it's really smart because anything can happen in this material world. They've been diligently preparing, and we're going to hear a little bit about them from Srinath Prabhu. Srinath Prabhu, pour out your heart. Give blessings wholeheartedly. Let them fly all over.
For Lakshmi? Lakshmi Mataji? Hare Krishna. So, first of all, my apology for Dhangati Mataji. I was not able to mention anything about her. So, as you all know, Dhangati Mataji is our dear Narahari Dev Prabhu's wife. She is a very dedicated devotee at ISKCON Milton. If you see that many of the garlands that we have, all the devotees wearing today, almost is coming, and she has been doing a lot of service, very nice sweet and cakes for the deities. So, and Dhangati Mataji is served at Toronto, served at ISKCON Milton. She has been serving in ISKCON Brampton, and today it is a very big honor and my pleasure for her being recommended for second initiation. So a big Haribol for Dhangati Mataji.
Haribol!
And now it's for Lakshmi Mataji? Lakshmi and Murti. So first of all, Murti Prabhu and Lakshmi Mataji, our heartful congratulations to you, because you are receiving your Harinam Diksha from your spiritual master in the Dham of Mayapur, which is a really a very auspicious and very big thing. Not everyone has the privilege and the good fortune to have a Diksha in the Dham. And I would say that Murti Prabhu and Lakshmi Mataji, they are very, very dedicated devotees serving at ISKCON Milton for the last 4 years. And it is a honor and a privilege for me and my family that we have been associating with them. They are always very dedicated. And Murti Prabhu, as I mentioned, I'm going to mention about him that he is one of the commander of at ISKCON Milton, and he is the one who is always the last person to leave the church when we are doing the program, because he is responsible for cleaning, for everything, setting up clean and tidy. So thank you very much, Vaisesika Prabhu, for accepting them as your disciple and for giving them this opportunity to pursue their spiritual journey back home, back to Godhead. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol! Yes. So, Tarun Prabhu, please tell us the vows you've come to make today. Hare Krishna. It's coming through.
No meditating during a get fresh, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. Chant minimum 16 rounds every day. 8 Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
And you're saying that you're going to follow all those, right? You named what they are, but say, I vow to follow the 4 regular principles. Just say it like that.
I bound to follow 4 regulative principles.
And I vow to chant at least 16 rounds a day. I vow to chant at least 16 rounds a day. Say, Tarun Prabhu would say, I vow to chant at least 16 rounds a day.
I bound to chant 16 rounds every day.
At least 16 rounds.
I bound.
At least 16 rounds. Hari.
Forgive me for Guru Maharaj, I cannot hear you properly, but I want to chant 16 rounds every day.
Haribo! Sorry, I'm an English major, and the sentence has to be correct because it's meaningful. Sorry. Okay, Sri Lakshmi. Actually, we'll do Tarun first. Okay.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my most humble obeisances to your lotus feet. I've come here to take a vow to follow all regulatory principles. No meat eating, fish and eggs also, and no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I also vow to chant at least minimum 16 rounds of Harinam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day for the rest of my life. I also vow to read Srila Prabhupada's books and listen to his lectures and participate in the Sankirtan movement. And I also take vow not to blaspheme devotees and Vaishnavas, and also not to participate in such conversations. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Haribo. Can I have the certificates, please? Okay. So, following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, Nagasatamurti, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. I hereby joyfully award you the name Nadia Kumar Das. Jai. We will send you your beads, Hare Krishna, and your certificate. Sri Lakshmi, following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. I hereby joyfully award you the name Shyamadasi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Who's that? Tarun, please come up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srinath Prabhu, please say a few words.
Hare Krishna. So, what to say about Charandev Prabhu? He is really a very dedicated devotee. I know him for the last 3 years, and both husband and wife, I can say, because due to the pandemic, we have been chanting in the online in the morning, our japa session in the morning, and I can say out of 365 days, I can see both husband and wife at least for 360 days without fail at 4 o'clock in the morning to chant their rounds. So this is a really very wonderful thing as a devotee. If they are not missing their rounds in the morning, it means they are very serious. So, and both husband and wives, they have been serving at ISKCON Milton, they have been serving at ISKCON Brampton, and my sincere wishes for them is that they will stick to their spiritual vows, they will stick to their spiritual journey, and they are going to follow what their spiritual master has been assigning them. And good luck in your future endeavor in spiritual journey. Thank you. Haribol.
Haribol! Please tell us the vows that you've come here to make today.
I vow no meditating, chant at least 16 rounds minimum a day, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no blaspheming of the devotees, Vaishnavas. Sorry. No intoxication. No intoxication.
Yeah, so I'll just say for everybody that don't criticize devotees. Don't get involved. Don't get political. Don't write about it. Don't get involved on the internet. Stay away from it. Avoid that altogether, and you'll be able to make advancement in devotional service. If there's some critical talk going on, then walk away. Thanks for reminding us. Tarundi Prabhu. Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. I therefore hereby joyfully award you the name Tamal Kartik Das. Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Seema, please come up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please tell us the vows you've come here to make today.
I vow to chant at least 16 rounds daily, no intoxication, no meat eating, and no gambling.
Okay.
And also I vow not to blaspheme any devotees, and to read Srila Prabhupada books daily, and to
That's good.
no illicit sex.
Oh, that's good too. Okay. Very good. Following the eternal principle of parampara and taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy and the mercy of the previous acharyas and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. I hereby joyfully award you the name Sarva Kanta Shiromani Dasi. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Sorry,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Danish.
Someone can hold the beads and the certificates for the initiates. We can have some volunteer, because, it's hard for them to balance all that and offer greens into the fire.
It's almost appreciate, her Harinam Chadar says, it's not a Harinam Chadar, it says Jai Sri Radhe Chadar.
My blue bag there. Ma Bhagavat Prabhu, would you speak for Dinesh?
Thank you, Prabhu. Dear Danish, you're taking an important step today and accepting the mercy of your Guru Maharaj fully by receiving initiation from him. This is actually causeless mercy, and it cannot be earned. It cannot be repaid. It needs to be passed on. So, as your Guru Maharaj just stated, Diksha Kale, Bhakta Kare Atma Samarpan, Sahi Kale, Krishna Tare Kare Atma Sam. So Krishna accepts you as his own. It's not that you become Krishna, but he accepts you as his own. So as someone who is Krishna's, you need to act 100% fully for the pleasure of Sri Krishna. When your spiritual master in disciplic succession is accepting you as his own, that means Krishna is accepting you as his own. And welcome back home then. Okay, but you will discover that this is only the beginning, and that this is going to be a very exciting journey and full of adventure. And it's no boring thing taking so many others back with us, back home. Okay, so, and there is actually never a dull moment. But if there ever is a dull moment, then reconnect to this particular moment of surrender, because surrender is meant to be lifetime after lifetime, decade after decade, year after year, day after day, and moment by moment. So we need to renew our surrender almost every moment, especially if we forget that. One of the first things that I remember when we discussed during our conversations is your concern that you did not want to leave your family behind. And this is a very noble thing because, it is said that if you want to go fast, you travel alone. If you want to travel far, you travel together. So I'm very happy to see that your family is here, your parents who have raised you and who are your first and second gurus, who have brought you to the lotus feet of your spiritual master. And also your wife, Sonam, is here, and your son is here as well, witnessing his father receiving initiation. So so far you have been successful in bringing everybody along. And I pray that you will always travel together with anybody who has helped you in any way, as your family has, and also with those who have not helped you in some way, but we still pass on the mercy of your Guru Maharaj onto them. Smartavya Satatam Vishnu, Vismartavyo na Jatuchit. Always remember Krishna, who is the original Vishnu, and never forget Krishna. And your spiritual master will be very happy with you if you love Krishna, especially by serving his devotees. So please do this. And if Krishna is happy, if your Guru Maharaj is happy with you, and you can check with him because he's here. Are you happy with my service? You can check with him. And if he is, then that means Krishna is actually happy with you. And if Krishna is happy, then mission accomplished, because that's our purpose. So I pray to serve you on your onward journey, and thank you for the opportunity so far. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dinesh, please tell us the vows you've come to maintain.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna Guru Ma. I vow to chant at least 16 attentively rounds of Maha Mantra every day for the rest of my life. I vow to no illicit sex, no meat eating including fish and eggs, no intoxications and no gambling. I vow not to criticize devotees. I vow to read Srila Prabhupada's books every day, and I vow to spread and help the spread the movement. Haribol.
Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees. I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhvagaudiya Sampradaya. May all of the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. I hereby joyfully award you the name, Dina Anukampana Das.
Dina Anukampa Prabhu ki.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagyesh, please come up. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I know Bhagesh since 3 years now. When I saw him the first time, he was 16-year-old boy. Now he's a 19-year-old young man. He's extremely naughty, extremely mischievous, but with the same intensity, he's extremely sincere and determined in following the Sankirtan movement. On this auspicious day, with a very intense, prayerful heart, I'm requesting my beloved Sri Mayapur Nrsingadev to please uproot with his nails all the obstacles and all the anarthas in his path to Radha and Krishna. With immense heart, with immense prayers, I'm requesting Lord Nityananda Balram to bless him with immense strength to assist his Guru Maharaj in the Sankirtan movement, in spreading the Sankirtan movement. Thank you so much, Bhagesh.
Please tell us the vows you've come here to make at 19 years of age.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna Guru Ma. Please accept my respectful, humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Hereby I take vow to follow 4 regulative principles, such as no meat eating, including fish and eggs, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I will at least chant 16 rounds regularly, every day, and always read Prabhupada's books, and never blaspheme devotees. And yes.
Thank you. And he's going to spread Krishna consciousness. Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to spread the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. I hereby very joyfully award you the name Buri Punya Das.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. There's a better mic stand there. Hare Rama. Oh, that might work. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So you have the grains with you, and we have those also cups. So those who are sitting in front, there's two of you, we can just put directly. And those who have like empty cups, so you see your three fingers, and when you say swaha, just put in your empty cups, all the grains, okay? Yeah. So you can throw your grains on the. Om Agganam Timirandhasya Jnanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Idam Gurave Swaha, Idam Namah Swaha. Everyone say Swaha. Swaha. Shri Chaitanya Manaha Bhishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Idam Rupai Swaha Idam Namah Swaha. 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 Bande Aham Shri Guru Shri Jutapada Kamalam Shri Gurana Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Chakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatthanitam Tam Sajivam Sadhaitam Savadhrutam Purijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanitam Cha Idam Gurabhai Swaha Idam Namah Swaha. 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 Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanto Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Pachato Desho Tarine Idam Prabhupada Swaha Idam Namama Swaha. 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 Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Diti Namine Namaste द्वैताय कृपाद्भये विज्ञानदायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाड श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिद श्रीगौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्ते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे श्रीरूपानुग सिद्धांत इदं भक्ति सिद्धांत स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भारसम्भोदे पदम्भोजयते नमः इदं गौरकिशोराय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगपरायते इदं भक्तिविनोदाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 गौरवाभिर्भावं भूमिस्थं निदृश्य सज्जनप्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः इदं जगन्नाथाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 वंशाकल्पतरुर्भश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः इदं वैष्णवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 नमो महावदनाय कृष्णप्रेमपदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गुरुतिष्ये नमः इदं गौरङ्गदेवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताक्षं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् इदं पंचतत्त्वै स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते इदं कृष्णै स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 जयतां सुरतौ पंगुर्मम मंदमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदं भोजौ राधा मदन मोहनौ इदं सम्बन्धि देवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाद श्रीमद् रत्नांगर सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधाशील गोविन्ददेवो पृष्ठालिभिषे भूमान् स्मरामि इदम् अभिधिदेवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 श्रीमान् रसो रसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कृष्णशनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रेयस्तु नः इदं प्रजनधिदेवाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमि हरिप्रिय इदं राधिकाय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तबिंदय स्वाहा इदं नमः स्वाहा 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 ओम हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा 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 ओम हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा 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 ओम हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. So we'll do Purnahati, those who have throw your grains on the cups, so you can come forward, everyone. Somebody can pass the bananas. Yes. Mahabhagatu, give the bananas, give to everybody, including Maharaj. So you can stand up, everybody. Yeah, that's okay. You are already done, right? You did directly, right? Yeah. Yes. You should be have 9, right? Give to everybody. How many is there? Okay. Everybody should have one. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Om Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namaha. Om Purnam Adaha Purnamidam Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vishishyate Swaha. Everyone put your bananas here. So we'll do kirtans and parikrama. Mantra inam kriya inam bhakti inam janajan jatvid inam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Go Premanandi Hari Bol. Look louder, look louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribol. Jai Gaur Premanande, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Shri Harinam Mantra ki, Shri Harinam Prabhu ki, Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramamsa Parivrajakajarya Shtotarashta Shishimad Pacharanad Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramamsa Parivrajakajarya Shtotarashta Shishimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnavini Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Zagaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhaktivani Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gogopina Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Ki Jai. Sri Mayapur Navadiptam Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Dham Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Jamuna Devi Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Sambeta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Tomorrow grain ceremony or now? Grain ceremony? Tomorrow. Everything? Now? Sharirat Vijaja Jodendriyata Heka Jive Pele Vishaya Shagare Tanmajeti Vayati. Everyone. Loba Moisu Durmati Take Jeta Katita Shangshare Krishna Borodoya Moy Gori Bare Chihwajai. Everyone chant Shaprashad Anna Dilo Bahai Shayanamrita Pao Radha Krishna Guna Gao Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Dihitai Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Nitai Mahaprasade Govinde Nam Brahmani Vaishnave Swapapan Dajan Disha Sonavitai Prasade Sarva Dukanam Hanirasyo Pajayate Prasana Chetaso Yashu Buddhi Parya Vatistate Twayopa Bhukta Shagnanda Vasalankar Charchita Tista Bojino Dasyas Davamayam Jaimahi Bhagavat Shri Mahaprasad Ki Gaur Premanande Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Please come take prasadam. Haribo. Vajakalp Drisha Kripasaname Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo.